Hello everyone and welcome to another video on Farming Simulator 2013. We are going to cover today feeding the animals. So, the chickens we did on the first video. It's just a case of walking around and collecting the eggs when people laid them and then selling them at the farm shop and stuff like that. Now we're going to cover feeding cows. Cows are, let's say, relatively simple but can be complicated. Okay, so the first and easiest thing you'll need is some form of mower. The cheapest one, also the one with the smallest capacity, is the Amazon Proppy Hopper. It's about 3,000 in the shop and it holds about 2,500 litres. So, collect the grass, obviously, with the little hopper, and when it's 100%, which really isn't long at all, you can walk across or drive across to the cow feeding area. Basically field number 5 on the wrong button. Field number 5 on the map. Of course indicated by a giant cow sign in the middle of it. And once it reaches 100%, we can come across to the cows. And trust me, you can walk faster than this thing moves. So it's okay as a starter, but I'd say go for something bigger later on. Okay, so when you're there, let's just shut that off. You can either drop the feed straight in from there and it seems to drop in sideways, or you can align yourself so you are basically in the right position for dropping. Move ahead slowly. Try not to hit the edge too hard, because if the back wheels go over, it's a pain to get it back out. And then press Q and he up and drops it. And we'll just jump out so we can watch. And all the grass that you just mowed goes into there. You can also use the large mower for mowing grass and pick it up with the collector here. Also, so that's the first part. Now, the next part is silage. So you need either a feeder trailer or one of the large motorised feeders like this one for collecting silage. Personally, I prefer to use this one because it collects it at the same time, and it's a little bit more expensive, but it's quicker. You're not messing about with forks all the time and shovels and stuff like that. So, you approach the silage pit, press B, wait for it to fill up. Which it is doing slowly. Let's slow that down a little bit. There we go. Right, so 100%. So I'll turn the motor off again. We'll back him out. Head towards the feeding tray. And just like we did in the biogas plant, we line ourselves up. Press Q, and watch it all come flying up. That fills up the feeding tray. And one cow likes it because she's come straight over. Or she has come straight over. Right, so that's the silage done. Okay, the third way of feeding is the mixed feed, the mixed ration. For that you will need one straw bale, one hay bale, and the rest in silage. So we'll just get out of there a minute, and over to our front loader, spinning round, lower the forks a little bit. There you go. So the hay bales, by the way, are made by cutting grass and drying it, which I'll show you how to do very shortly. Make sure you don't lose that. There we go, that's not going to go. I'll show you the cutting and drying grass thing in a second. First we'll just do this because it takes a little bit longer. So I'll drop the hay bale in first, then the straw bale. Doesn't really matter which order you put them in, it's just whatever you come to first, hay or straw. And now we grab the straw bales. That's going to be just very high. Okay, so put some light on so I can see what I'm doing. So I'll push her into there, pick him up. Bales are made using these square balers. You can use the round balers, but I find square balers better for mixing the rations, and the round baler for making the straw for bedding for the cows. So in goes the next bale. Shake it in. Is it stuck on? The side, okay. Yep, pull you back. Or we can just let it fall in. Yep. So, we run back to in. Return to the silage pit. And fill it the rest of the way with silage. As you can see from the icon on the screen, it's changed to a mixed rations icon. So, to make sure we got it right, if you look at the little animal display on the right hand side, underneath cows you'll have productivity and then total mixed rations, 11999. So now when we press Q, those numbers should start rising, and ready. So there you go, that is how to make mixed rations and silage, well, how to feed with mixed rations, silage and normal grass. Okay, so for making the grass hay bales, you will need a lawnmower of some type. I personally prefer to use the biggest one I can find, just because it covers a larger area. And it doesn't matter where we go, so we'll start from the top round here. Move the tractor out that way. So let's say we're starting from the centre. We'll select speed number 2. Just travel up and down the field. And we'll turn this off when we reach the bottom. Like so. Fold him up. And then we need to dry the grass before we can turn it into hay. So we come up to the tether, which is attached to the back of this tractor. And we get ourselves into position. We'll start unfolding in now. So he's ready when we are. And press B to turn it on. And again number 2. You'll notice the grass is green and turns to a lighter green when we come over it. The lighter green means that it's been dried out and can be used as hay instead of just normal grass. So then you simply fold that back up. Use a wedge rod to collect it all back together. We can get around here without crashing. There we go. Right, so we need to open him up. You can see it's left it very large while it's spread it out to be dried. And what this device does is it brings it all back in into one neat little pile, which we can then use the baler on and make hay bales. Right, feeding sheep I will go over very quickly in this video because I don't think I need to run down to the sheep to show you how they're fed. Basically it's the same as cows, except we only accept grass, nothing else. So you just cut the grass, take it over to the sheep pen and give it straight to the sheep. And that's a sheep there. The only difference is the sheep produce wool, which you pick up using a front loader, like the one there, and taking it to the wool factory under that, and getting bits of money for it. But as feeding sheep is basically the same as feeding cows, I don't think we need to go over it. Okay, so now, a hay baler. If you watch the baler paper back, you will see it's slowly moving out. That's because the hay that it's picking up from the front is pushing the one out the back. And the more hay you pick up, the more bales it makes, the more it pushes them out, the more you can use for feeding. It's the same process with these straw bales as well, except the straw bales can also be used for manure. That I will cover in a second. So there's a absolutely no, that doesn't matter. Okay, so there's the hay bale, and you can use the big bale collector up there to collect the hay bales and drop them off near the buildings so you can jab them and pick them up. Okay, what was we going to cover next? Yes, straw for the cows. So what we'll do is we won't use that one, we'll use this. because I've got some more ready to pick up. If you're after straw for the cows bedding, the straw that's left behind from harvesting the wheat can be either baled or collected in one of these tippers. When we finally reach it, here we are. So as you can see, one all ready to go. So we'll turn back on, press number 2. Collect a little bit of straw. We're not going to collect too much, just say between 10 and 20%. So we collect the straw like so. Then we head back down. Make sure your seatbelt's on, because we're taking a shortcut. Tell you something, these trailers are good if you can hold all that stuff in when we go down there. Right, so here we are. Now you'll notice there's no straw in the, well, I'll call it a cow shed, feeding shed. So we take the collected straw and we back that into there. Do we see the loading icon? We press Q and you will see the straw coming up at the back. There you go, there's no straw in there. And it also shows that the straw is in the productivity section of the cow menu, and shortly that should say 100% productivity. We'll just speed time up just a little bit so it notices that we've placed it in. There we go. And that is how to feed cows. Like I said, sheep are more or less the same, except it's just grass, nothing else. And you collect the wool, which is the byproduct of the sheep, and sell it at the... Okay, we will show you. Just so we know what it looks like and we're 100% sure. So we get our front loader. We bring the forks down so it's not overbalanced. We press A to bring up the map. Now, the map's up. If you see the little ball of wool icon just to the left of the tractor, that is where we will sell the wool. Now the sheep are over this way. Around, I think it's field 25, I can never be too sure. Yep, we'll take a shortcut around the wall. I know I could have gone through the factory. That factory just below us, by the way, is the mill where you take the grains like the corn and the wheat and barley. So, quick bit of info there for you. And just past field 25, you should be able to see the little sheep's head icon just at the lower half of the map. like I said, you take your grass, your mowed grass, and there's plenty of it more around here, and place it into the feeding tray there. And then when the wool gets to 100%, you come round here and you will see a little pallet area with a bed with bags of wool on it. You need a pallet fork for this. I know, fair enough, I'm using a straw bale fork. It might just be thin enough to get in, which it is. I'm going to tip that up, try and keep hold of it like so. So get away. And just stay on. It's not wanting to slide down too well, is it? Okay, we'll keep him like that at a very precarious position. So we then head back to the wool icon that we saw earlier. Trying as hardest not to tip this over. Let's slow down a little bit. Don't know what the driver's thinking, but I'd be a bit worried. So look at that stop again. He didn't do it that time. I think he leant back. Let's try it one more time. No, he's leaning back as hard as he can. He doesn't want to fall over. Okay, let's change. Let's try not to get the wool wet. There we go. And the wool is still dry. We are falling sideways. Let's flick ourselves back over. Yep. Crazy physics means you can have loads of fun. Okay, so on to the selling point for wool. Dart across this field. Go straight into here. And you will notice a little yellow box. It's easier to see in the daytime, but we can see it here. And as soon as we run over that box, the wool will disappear and the money will be added into our account. So let's do that, then we can finish the video. There we go. So, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye!